just anticipating maybe a challenge that we might hear from the We Get Around Network forum. Does the real estate agent really want to have the photographer in the shot? And I'm going to try and answer this question and have you comment on it. If ultimately the tour is being used for someone making a decision to buy, to rent, to go to a space, that they're not obsessed as we as photographers are about who's in the scene. They're focused on the space. And if we just as photographers get over it, that you're there moving the camera and interacting with the real estate agent, that was interesting maybe for 2 seconds for the person to go, oh, that's how they did that. There's that person moving the camera. But the person who's watching the tour is really focused on, I'm thinking about buying this space. I want to look all around. I'm thinking about renting this space. I'm thinking about, I'm focused on what the real estate agent is telling me, and I can look around anywhere. Does that sound like a kind of a reasonable thing, that objection is really not an objection and a photographer should just kind of get over it because the viewer is actually focused on making a decision about that space?
But François, you can maybe answer. I can give you my 2 cents here. I mean, if a photographer, and I do have some example, Dan, in my presentation. If you want to compare, a photographer that does nothing, it's useless, and it's even cumbersome. I mean, it's just blocking the view. But if you have a photographer that interact with the agent, that's day and night, that really kind of help the buyers understanding, what people ask in terms of question when they walk around the environment. So my belief is that it's easier for the agents having a photographer that do, I will say that, a teamwork. I like to call them here, I don't know if the translation is good, but a master of ceremony. So yeah, I'm going to
translate fine. So really, it's the photographer understanding their client. They're going to be real estate agents that have a gift for gab, and it's totally easy for them. They look at it. You show them the Urbanimmersive 3D video fusion, the tour that you showed us with the people talking about the space. They show it to them, and they go, "I get it. I want to do that. Just show me what to do, and I'll take that tripod and I'll walk around the unit, and I'll describe everything, and I'll make sure to put it down and then lift it up and then keep, moving." So the photographer can kind of just guide the real estate agent to what to do. Second is, I imagine there's going to be real estate agents that say, gee, I can tell you about the house, but I need to be prompted. It's just much more dynamic and interesting to have someone actually walk through and so the photographer doesn't even have to know anything, about that special stovetop. It's like, wow, that looks like you launch a rocket ship on that. What's special about that stovetop? So the real estate agent can then interact in a normal way with the photographer.
You're right on it, and it happened to me because during the summer I was testing this product, and I did it with 2 agents, and they told me during the process, "Oh, stop, we don't need to use it just nice. So can you just give us the tripod?" And I have this demo actually. So the 2 agents just did it after like 30 seconds of they felt that I was, we're 3 in it's like a crowd actually being 3 to visit the house. So, but it doesn't take any training. Basically, you just need to touch down the tripod, and that's it. But you're really right on it. This is how I'm seeing it. I'm envisioning, the future with that technology where photographers will become rock star if they're really kind of prompting and making shine their clients. Their clients will want to work in team with them to do that kind of product. It's going to help their brand.
And photographers are seeing 4 or 5 different houses a day, so they're good at that. They have the eye for that, so they could really help agent and showcasing what's good with the house, because they know that. I
think it's like anything else, Francois. There's going to be some photographers that are a little bit more extroverted. There's going to be some photographers that are going to be totally introverted and like that would be frightening. So, you know, if you think this is cool in terms of helping a client tell the story, help sell the property, help rent the property, then either just show and tell your client how to do it, or get over being, you know, introverted and only want to be behind the camera.